So I kind of live a rule that I learned from another group that I'm a member of. And that group says family and friends and work always come before that social interaction. So I meet up with a bunch of guys every month, and we always say that family and work come first before anything else. And with that mindset, I also have the same when it comes to personal stuff and work stuff. So I'll always make, like, if something clashes, I'll try and figure out a workaround with it. But if it's something to do with my son or something to do with my family, that takes precedent over everything, because what I need to do to show up for my family is more important than perhaps a social interaction with work. I will say I have made a bit of a compromise over the years where if I was your manager or I worked in your sales team and there was this Friday where everybody goes to the pub or they want to go out for a team bonding session, I used to say no automatically. And the reason for that, and this again is just personal opinion, was I work with you 80% of my working life. When it comes to the social on the weekends, I don't want to interact because that cuts into my personal time. And I used to be really standoffish, and my team said, "Come on, Neil, like we just want you to come for the one, da 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 da." And I just used to say upfront no. But once a VP of sales said, like, look, you work with these people, it'd be nice for them to get to know the other Neil that's outside of work. So what I did, Connor, was every now and then I invested on the one-offs to go to them because I knew that it would help with team building and bonding in the future, and it helps build up some relationships where they can see this Neil without the manager hat, but just the average Neil. But then the other side could be with your values. So for me personally, when you go to a Christmas do, people drink, alcohol mix, and you see a different side to people. And sometimes you may see a side or hear things that you're not a fan of, and it can completely change your dynamic on how you interact or see that person. So some of the compromises I used to have was I wouldn't go out for the staff do, but the week prior, maybe we can all go for the quick drink after work, or we can, catch up and maybe do something fun there, and that would be fine. But I think to everyone's point, it's personally what's important for you. Family for me always comes first. And to John's point, you're going to disappoint one party. And I kind of got used to not worrying about disappointing, just being honest. And the more honest and upfront you can be with people, the less it affects you later down the line. But nobody should ever feel guilty for picking family, in my personal opinion.